Hello, my name is David J. Stubbs, a history maker. And I remember when I first became disabled, uh, and I think the stress in the golf industry, it got the best of me. After 40 years, it did just what the research said it was going to do because I hadn't quit drinking. Matter of fact, when the research told me, say you stay in the golf industry for 15 to 20 years, the stress is going to be too much to bear. So we recommend you just do a couple of years. Even the college told me that. Say, man, just do 3 years. The stress gonna be too hard for one man to bear alone. You is the original pioneer, the first black educated golf course superintendent. So you finna walk steps where nobody took. Say you'll be better off if you wouldn't got no degree. And the government told me the same thing. You would have been better off just working on a golf course probably 20 years and you'll get a superintendent job. You'll never make what the whites make, but as an educated black man in a racist industry on the planet, we don't think you need to work over 3 years. And I did it in a way, but anyway, the research was right. I ended up with a walker in a wheelchair, and it was lonely. You have no one you can talk to when you're the only one in the world with that degree. See, you can't talk to the other blacks on the golf course because they were given a position. And when somebody give you something, you never talk against them. Like I couldn't even talk to my father because he can't see my point of view because everything he got was given by the white man on the golf course. So he ain't hearing nothing I'm saying. He's saying it and still don't see it. So anyway, after I couldn't work no more, I started going online. And I found a guy named Officer Tommy Norman. And he had a bunch of different characters where he was taking care of and looking after. And I fell in love with the old black guy named Mr. George. And Mr. George was a great storyteller, a natural born storyteller. And he was born coming out of slavery, so to speak. So Mr. George was 90-something years old. Every time he have a birthday, Officer Norman have Mr. George story time where Mr. George tell her about his childhood coming out of slavery. Now Officer Norman said, Mr. George, what kind of trouble you had out of the white man in them days? Did they treat you good or did they treat you bad or did they ever do you wrong? Mr. George say, no, I ain't never had no trouble out of no white man. You do a honest day work for an honest day pay. And I was making the same, even a little more than the other black guys. Some make a little more, some make a little less, according to how the white man like you. But no, my only trouble come from the black man. They borrow your money, don't want to pay your bike, then they come like they ain't nothing happened and ask you for more, and then when every time they see you, they, hey man, you got this, hey man, you got this, you tell them you ain't got no money, then they say, hey, can I have this, hey, can I borrow that, hey, how about letting me hold that right there? And he said, you can't let them hold it because they ain't going to bring your bike. They going to go sell it. But no, all my trouble been out of black man. Matter of fact, last night, one knocked on my door at 3 in the morning. Said they were hungry. The little black girl down the street. And so I fed them. And then she went to asking for money. Asking for money. Going all around my house looking at stuff. Mrs. George said, then she finally left. The officer mom said, wait a minute, Mr. George. Somebody came up here at 3 in the morning. He said, yeah. The little black girl down the road there. Say she was hungry. And I know, the Officer Norman know what that little black girl was trying to build up her mind to do. And sooner or later, she gonna do it, because she gonna keep coming at 3 o'clock in the morning, or 2 in the morning, or even 12 at night. And then eventually, she gonna set them up. You know what I mean? Leave a window up somewhere, unlock somewhere, I mean. And when they see his truck on, they finna do what they do. Or they might even do it while he in there. So Mrs. Norman say, I'm gonna have a talk with her. She say, but George, don't you open up that door no more after dark. Because it's some dangerous people out there, Mr. George. Well, I'm gonna go have a talk to her now. Because if anything happen to you, she gonna be responsible, right? And when Mr. George said about the black people, I just put out and went to laughing, because that's my life story. You know? And them characters in the black neighborhood. I don't know. I know white people go through it when they family member get on drugs, but I got a secret what no other black gonna tell you. Us black people go through that on the normal, even if they ain't on drugs. Every time they see you, hey, let me hold something. Hey, man, let me get something. Hey, man, you got something to eat? Hey, man, what you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that? That's 7 days a week for 10, 30, 20 years, 40. They can be your cousin. They can be your brother. They can be your co-worker. They can be your best friends. It's just something in the black people blood, or majority of them, that they want it for free. And remember, that's how we got over him. Because they thought it were free foods on the ships. We eat week for free. And just imagine you going through this for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years with the same people, which means they got a mental disorder. You know what I mean? Like my mama always told me, man, whenever somebody borrow money from you and don't pay you back and be right back again, get the hell away from them as far as you can, whatever way you can. And some of them you have to be careful how you get away from them. Because only thing they know is you gave them some money. And you ain't came after them to pay you back. So to them, you weak. And you stupid. And they gonna get you even if they gotta kill you. Look at 48 hours and see what I'm talking about. But Mr. George made my day that day, because I laughed for a whole month. Because I was a slave, too. And I feel the same way Mr. George. I ain't never had no trouble, real trouble out the white man, except for he ain't paid me what I was worth. Or he overworked me. But everything I lost, even the research saw it. Say, you don't need to write about a white man. You need to write about your family. Because they have done 100 times worse than what even the Ku Klux Klan did to you. And I was ashamed. I couldn't even speak. I couldn't even speak. And then that when I realized that that man wasn't lying when he said they went all the way back to me going to kindergarten. Black people, we got to do better. And we got to stop hiding it. Y'all hide that in the deficiencies in the black family, just like y'all want to protect a snitch. But it won't get fixed until it get in the open. Thank you, and God bless.